this and run is the devil. All these index is the devil. All of these murders the devil. All of these hoes is the devil. Bitch, I am the devil.
What's that saying? At the end of the road? What? I don't know. It was extra protein.
At the end of the day?
That's what it is.
God.
What's up again? This week, we were continuing to cut, or trying, because this past week, the calories have been a little higher than I wanted them because of some things going on. Busy with work, busy with life, funeral, death in the family type stuff. So kind of out and about and ate out more than at home. Weigh-in today was the same as it was a week ago today. However, I am looking better. I was able to replenish some of my glycogen stores. My muscle bellies are feeling a little more full. I'm still looking lean. I feel like my abs are actually showing better today than they were 7 days ago. So I'm keeping the fat off and kind of recomping a little bit this past week. I feel more energized today. I just finished a deadlift workout where I powered through it. I felt strong the whole time because I was able to eat a few more calories this week. So overall, I feel like this past week of eating a little extra, and the things that I ate extra were like a little too much fajita meat at a Mexican restaurant. We had some barbecue, so I had some ribs and some brisket. So it was some fatty meats, but it was extra protein at the end of the day. So I'm feeling better, feeling strong, and we spent the past 48 hours really putting together, some final tweaks on our workout programs. I've kind of rebuilt mine from the ground up. And my diet program, I've gotten to the point where I'm coming down to the last 5 to 10 pounds to shave off. So I've actually planned out every meal. So I've planned out my 5 meals, 3 meals, 2 snacks. I'm going to eat mostly the same thing every day. I'm going to, shuffle around some things around lunchtime and shuffle around some things around dinner time, to accommodate so that it's not crazy, but I've got most of the stuff dialed in. Same with exercise. I had it, the new program I wrote out was legs, was lower, upper, lower, upper, lower, upper. I moved it so it's lower, upper, lower, upper, upper, lower, just because then it's a rest day, and it pushes some time between the second leg day and third leg day. So small tweaks like that just to make me feel better and able to push harder on my workouts and not feel like I've been hit by a truck constantly. Overall, I feel great. I feel like the mirror is showing the progress that I'm making. Even though the scale isn't going down constantly, my physique is changing constantly. And the abs are visible almost always as long as the light's good. You've got bad lighting, you can make a good physique look like crap. And if you've got great lighting, you can make the crap physique look good.
#HalfNatty.
My upper 4-pack is showing pretty much all the time if the lighting's good. So it kind of rose the question. I said I wanted a 6-pack, and that's when I was going to end this. But how defined do I want that 6-pack? I feel like I'm going to have the 6-pack in 2 or 3 pounds flexed in good lighting. Did I want that 6-pack at rest in bad lighting, or did I want it flexed in perfect lighting? So that's kind of the decision that I'm going to need to make in the next couple weeks. I'm going to dial this diet in. I'm putting every meal I'm going to eat, all 5 of them, and I'm going to do it for 2 to 3 weeks straight. And I feel like that's where I'm going to end. If at that point I have, a flexed 6-pack in perfect lighting, or if it's a at rest 6-pack in bad lighting, that's where it is. But I'm going to give this another 3 weeks of perfect eating, and that's probably where we're going to stop. if something happens, I'm always open to change based on what I see. But that kind of brought up a conversation on Instagram. A lot of people were asking like what type of ab workouts that I do, because I've got really defined obliques and my upper abdominals are really defined, even though I still am at probably 14% body fat. They really pop. And the funny thing is, for the first 5 years of training, I didn't do an ab exercise. You know, maybe I was bored and I was like, I'm going to do some cable crunches, or, oh, that's an interesting ab machine at this gym we're visiting, I'm going to check it out. But as far as doing once a week, not even that. It was once every few months I would hit abs with 1 or 2 exercises, just because changing things up. All of my ab development is from heavy deadlifts, heavy squats, bent over rows from bracing, even overhead press. You have to brace your abdominals, you know, to press overhead. So I feel like that's really important. Even with arms, I didn't train arms until 3 months ago either. All my arm development came from compound movements that also hit it. Now that I'm cutting and getting into bodybuilding more, I've implemented ab workouts. I hit ab workouts at the end of my leg days, and I hit arm workouts at the end of my upper body days. So I still don't do a ton, but that's 3 abdominal workouts per week, and I do 2 arm workouts at the end of upper body days, so that's 6 arm workouts per week. And I've seen some good growth, but you don't have to have these crazy bodybuilder workouts where you're doing 8 movements and going all around the gym. Most of my training, I've been doing 4 workouts in a day, an accessory, 2 big compound lifts, and then an accessory at the end. And those big compound lifts, if you work out up and get heavy, then you're bracing enough to build your abdominals, your erectors, your traps. I don't do shrugs, and I've got pretty pronounced traps. Bottom line, you don't have to worry about all these accessory movements, especially when you're getting started. Focus on the big compound lifts, and those big compound lifts are going to grow your abdominals. They're going to grow your triceps and your biceps. I didn't want to do tricep exercises because my triceps grew so much from building up to a 325 bench press that I felt if I hit my triceps more, A, it would hurt my elbows because I try to bench and I'm building my bench, and it would make my triceps look crazy in compared to my biceps that I never trained either. I do train them a little bit now, but that's because I'm training my biceps. I'm going to bring my biceps up bigger, then I want to make sure my triceps keep up as well. Don't worry about accessories when you're starting. Worry about the compound lifts, squat, bench, dead. You know, then once you grow from that, overhead press, rows, pull-ups, and then as you get more and more experience, then you can start to say, okay, maybe this body part is lagging. I want to focus on it more. But you can get away with 4 workouts per day, 3 to 4 days a week for a long time, a lot longer than you think. That brings me to the end of the video. Basically, I'm going to stick to this new training program that I've got dialed in. I'm going to stick to this new eating program that we just got dialed in. We're about to run to the grocery store, pick up some yogurt and stuff like that. Some things that we need to fill in some gaps in our food. And we're going to stick to it for 2 or 3 weeks. And I feel like by the end of that, I should basically be what my goal was of saying have a visible 6-pack. Stay tuned to see what happens in the next couple weeks, how my body reacts to this, and where we go from there. Check in next week. Hopefully we're down around that 190 mark. But since I'm recomping, if I don't lose weight, I recomp and I look better in the mirror. It's either way it goes, it's looking better every day, every week. So till then, see ya.